Assalamu alaikum. My dear student, how are you? I hope all are well by the grace of Allah and healthy life is passing at your home. And I am also well. Most welcome to our online class. We have the Najmun Girls High School. I am Najmun Nahar Shova, Assistant Teacher, English. Today I would like to tell about one passage from your English first paper book. So all of you be ready and take your copy and pen and open your book also. Okay. Today's topic is the grade of the mighty rivers. Unit 5, lesson 1. So all of you open your book. At first, open your book, page number 59. Open your book, page number 59. At first, can you see one picture? One picture has given. What can you see here? Here we can see a woman, sitting woman, polythene rope shelter, looks like a cage, isn't it? Can you see here? Sitting a woman, polythene rope shelter looks like a cage. I think it is very painful and terrible also. At first, we have studied this passage. This passage. Then we will be able to about a woman. Okay, let's start reading. Okay. Now I am reading and all of you follow. Okay. At first para I will read and properly see. Meherjan lives in a slum on the Shirazganj town protection embankment. The whispering wind from the river Jamuna makes the fire unsteady. The dancing flames remind Meherjan of the turmoil in her life. Here we can see a woman named Meherjan. She lives in a Shirazganj town protection embankment. And some dweller in the protection of the embankment in Shirazganj. She is nearly 45 years, but looks more than her age. She lives only alone. She had no one. For this, she is trying to make a fire to cook the day's only meal. But the whispering winding from the river Jamuna makes the fire unsteady. The dancing flames remind Meherjan of the turmoil in her life. Okay, all of you can understand maybe. Okay, now I will read next para. Not long ago, Meherjan had everything: a family, arable land, and cattle. The erosion of the Jamuna gradually consumed all her land properly. It finally claimed her only shelter during the last monsoon. It looked the river only a day to devour. Meher's house, trees, vegetable garden, and the bamboo bush. She had a happy family once. Over the years, she lost her husband and her family to disease that cruel hunger and property brought to the family. Now she is the only one left to live on with the loss and the pain. The great Jamuna is shattered her dreams and the happiness. So we can see here this para. Meherjan had everything: family, arable land, cattle, and bamboo bush, vegetable garden, trees, house. Then she lost her husband and her family to disease, to cruel hunger and poverty brought to the family. Now she is the only left to live on with the loss and the pain. Really, it is very terrible and very painful also. The great Jamuna has shattered her dream and happiness. Okay, understand all of you? Okay, next para now we'll read. There are thousands other waiting to share the same fate like Meherjan. Bangladesh is a land of rivers, some of whose banks overflow or erode during monsoon. Erosion is a harsh reality for the people living along the river banks. During each monsoon, many more places are threatened by the mighty rivers like the Jamuna, the Podda, and the Meghna. It is estimated that river erosion makes at least 1 lakh people homeless every year in Bangladesh. In fact, river erosion is one of the main dangers caused by the climate change. If we can't take promote actions to adapt to climate change, there will be thousands of more Meherjans in our towns and the villages every year. So here we can see, like Meherjans, thousands others waiting are waiting to share the same fate. And because erosion is the harsh reality for the people living along the river banks, and most of the people homeless every year in Bangladesh. In fact, river erosion is one of the main dangers caused by the climate change. Okay, you can understand most cost in the climate change and one of the main dangers caused by the climate change. And for this, Meherjan's fate is terrible and the painful also. And like Meherjan, every year most of the people, maybe 1 lakh people homeless every year in Bangladesh. In fact, river erosion is one of the main dangers caused by the climate change. Okay, all of you, maybe you can understand, all of you. Again, you will read this passage properly, and whose word you don't know properly, you find out hard word. Okay, and hard word find out and meaning also. Okay, now I have found some word for you. You can see on the board I have written also word meaning, tremble, and this is participes was verb, and Bangla means kepe otha, and synonym is shiver. Then turmoil, and participes is noun, and Bangla means ashanti, and synonym also has given unrest. Then claim, and this is a verb, and Bangla means also senior nawa, and synonym consuming. Then next word has given divar. Divar is participes is verb, and Bangla means crush kora, and synonym is crush. Next, estimate. Participes is verb, and Bangla means anumanik হিসাব করা, and synonym is predict. Okay, all of you, in this way you must hard work find out and meaning also, and you properly read at your home. Okay, and find out what meaning. Okay, all of you, turn your page number 60. Page number 60, we can see here 60 here some MCQ has given, you must solve at your home properly, you must solve. Okay, then C number we can see here some question also has given, some question following question in the pairs. Here A number question has given, what does Meherjan use to make fire for cooking her meals, and what property did Meherjan's loss due to river erosion? What do you know about Meherjan's family? In which season in river erosion most likely to occur? A number, why is the phrase Grady Jamuna used to describe the river, and what grade do you notice in the description? And all question answer has given in the passage. You must read properly, then these questions must solve at your home from this passage. Okay, like this, one question as I can solve for you. I want to solve for you. B number question here has given, what property did Meherjan's lose due to river erosion? Meherjan lost river erosion. Meher lost her family, especially her husband and family, cattle, vegetable, bamboo bush, etc. Due to river erosion. You can understand? And from this passage you just must properly read from this passage properly read, and then you can understand, and you must solve this question from your passage, okay, and must read and write, okay. Next, we can see here one fill in the blanks has given, and some word also has given in the box. So you must take word and fill in the blanks, okay, fill up the blanks. I also want to solve this fill in the blanks. You can see properly, okay. Meherjan is a typical dash woman who lives in a slum. So here will be held homeless. Meherjan is a typical homeless woman who lives in a slum. Then she lost her shelter and property dash the erosion of the river Jamuna. So here will be held due to the erosion of the due to here will be held due to the erosion of the river Jamuna. She also lost her family. Her husband had died of a disease caused by poverty and dash, and will be held dash here shortage food. Shortage food. Fill in the blanks. 3 number will be held shortage food. Then she is only a dash like she is only a here will be held some developer. Okay, some developer. 4 number will be held some developer like Meherjan. There are many people who have become the victims. Victims will be held victims of river erosion. River erosion is still posing dash threats. Okay, threats. 5 number threats, and to river erosion. River erosion is still posing threats to the lives of the thousands of people. People living dash the mostly and close to. Okay, close to will be held. Close to the rivers are the most likely becomes homeless due to river erosion in the Meherjan and dash people. 8 number will be held 1 lakh people become homeless. Okay, 9 number will be held 9 number example. Life Meherjan's life is just one example of how climate change, and dash will be held 10 number will be held the threats. Okay, affects the lives of the thousand people. Okay, all of you, and C number, B number, C number, and D number also write down from of your home, and properly read and write at your copy. Okay, okay, student. No more today. You must read at your home properly, and finally we can say you don't waste your time. You must read and write at your home properly. Okay. Today. Okay. See you again next class. Allah Hafiz.